everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers have taken the league by storm up to this point, as they are still boasting a perfect record on the year. We'll see if they can write another chapter in their undefeated season here in this one. It's the Panthers going up against the Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where we welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. Manziel. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give to Bell, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Here's Manziel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Manziel goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They go play action here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. To throw again. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his first look is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. On play action, it's Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Manziel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's... Now Manziel finding time. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Lucky Whitehead is intended target. And now it's third down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Manziel. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Oh, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. First down coming there in the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Now Carr. And his pass incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On play action, now Carr. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriots.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Watch it now. Shoot. No. Check. Patriots.
Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, goal to go from the 6. They'll try again with Bell. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. Here's Manziel, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. First and 10. Here's Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.O. Moore in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr throwing on second down. Austin's got it left side. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jordan Matthews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Manziel. Out left side here to Bryant. Martavis Bryant. Touchdown, Carolina. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trey Boston. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they'll run it on the toss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
All right, here we go. Right there. 54, right there. 54 point.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ebron caught left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Manziel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Manziel. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Bell into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They're going to look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Johnny Manziel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He's got time. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They come up in an offset eye. Austin, the man in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr throwing on second down. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. The play clock's running down. They'll go for it. It's Carr surveying the field. Going deep here for Math. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. They come up in an offset eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Manziel. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Manziel. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Here's Manziel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
This is Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go. 3-19.
The slot man in motion right. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From midfield, here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sharif Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the time. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation, practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offense guys always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.